So on to something a little bit more mainstream then.
Yeah.
Because I know you've seen this one as well. So it's Richard Jewell this week.
Oh,
as
yes.
Well.
Now,
So
okay.
plot of Richard Jewell, Miss Perfect.
Okay, so the plot of Richard Jewell is about a guy called Richard Jewell,
Imaginatively enough.
who is he's kind of like your busboy, I think, in a way, for like initially for an office, a solicitor's office, where he meets Sam Rockwell's character.
Is he the mailman or something?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like the busboy, like he kind of just does a little bit
Gopher.
of he's your gopher, and then he leaves that job and he kind of does security. He's got these passions about being and these aspirations about being in the police force, in the FBI. He's got a bit of an obsession about that. But he's like a very unassuming, very normal guy, lives with his mum, played by the brilliant Kathy Bates.
Who's Oscar nominated for
this. And essentially what happens is that he's security at a big festival. I think it's the Kenny Rogers.
It's the Kenny Rogers concert that's at the 1996 Atlanta Olympics.
Yeah, so this is all a true story. Okay, it's all completely based on a true story. And he notices a backpack near a crowd of people. And he kind of goes, we need to get these people out, right?
Well, this thing, isn't it? Because it's played as a sort of overzealous, overcautious, I'm the man who knows everything, will save the world kind of bit, isn't it?
It's intense in that respect.
Yeah.
And he manages to get everyone out and a bomb goes off. And he saves a lot of people doing that, right? But then, because he's probably, I hate to say it, like more of a simple character in some respects,
he's kind of a schlub, isn't he?
Yeah, he's kind of taken advantage of by the media, a few things like that, who hail him as a hero, but then offer him things like slots on a morning programme, offer him potential book deals, things like that. And then suddenly people start asking questions and going, well, knowing who he is and knowing his aspirations to be wanted and you know, used in a professional capacity, is there actually something that he may have planted, this bomb, to make himself look good? So this is what happens when that kind of suspicion takes place.
The media has portrayed my son as the person who has committed this crime. They have taken all privacy from us. They have taken all peace. The FBI follows his every move and watches my home constantly. And why? My son is innocent. Mr. President, please clear my son's name.
So, okay, just to give you a little taste of that, because and basically, I mean, I ended up Googling what happened to the real Richard Jewell.
Doesn't he look? Paul Walter Hauser, who plays Richard Jewell, actually does physically, and I don't mean they've not made him up to look like that. He actually does bear an uncanny resemblance too.
Yeah, he really does. And I think, you know, the essentially, this isn't really a spoiler, but it's part of the factual history about this, is that he spent 88 days holed up in his house with his mum because of the police interference and also the media and everything. And this is not a well man, you know. This is a guy who has a lot of sort of medical problems that, you know, it doesn't bode well for him. And it's a sad, sad tale. A tale which I think, if I'm being completely honest, is quite compelling.
No, it is. It is a compelling tale. I think I have issues with the direction they've gone with it.
Yes, that's what I mean. It's a compelling tale, executed, I'm not sure, in a way that I thought was keeping my attention.
Which ably made, because it's Clint Eastwood directing, and Clint Eastwood can make a film.
Yeah.
It does weirdly sort of line up with another recent Clint Eastwood film. What was the one with Tom Hanks where he played Sully? Oh, it was Sully.
It was Sully.
It was Sully. There we are. It lines up with
and
Sully.
I liked
in
Sully,
that hero then being accused of...
But Sully had more drama about it.
Yes, it
right?
did,
When you're talking about a plane crash, things like that, you know, big investigations, that's going to work. What doesn't work for here is a guy being holed up in his house for 88 days, you know, and I thought the police were despicable in this, and I thought that didn't really work very well. But Sam Rockwell was great. The guy that played Richard Jewell was great. Kathy Bates is great. Good actors. Not as good a script.
Not as good a script. And there is some minor controversy around the things done with Olivia Wilde's character, because that reporter is not with us anymore and noticeably isn't around to address the, let's just say, numerous falsities that have been written into her depiction here. It is frankly astounding.
And actually, Olivia Wilde's getting a lot of blame for that.
It is strange. I think it's because Olivia Wilde is perceived to be kind of so... perceived to be so perceptive in her own way. She has.
Well, she's a director now in her
that's
own
it,
right,
isn't it?
as well,
and also
so.
she's perceived to be quite woke, quite in touch with the reality of these things. That it does seem, and it seems odd to me as well that she would do it. The film drops the ball rather significantly as regards, especially in this day and age, as regards assigning the blame that's actually owed to the media in this story. I think
there's a lot of vilification of the police force in this.
There is, but not the media. And that's really strange because it is the media that fueled this.
Yeah.
I'm old enough to remember this happening. And also, I can't quite shake the feeling that we are watching a film by one of the oldest working Hollywood Republicans that is about an evil white lady ruining the life of a working class right-wing white man. And that sticks with. I came away from the film thinking, I can't shake that. I just keep thinking of Clint Eastwood talking to the empty chair, and it unsettles me. Having said that, it's one thumb up from me. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'd give it one. I lost my patience with it. I actually switched it off.
Oh, one thumb, no thumbs.
When I say switched it off, I walked out. But I mean that.
Off and then
I switched off, and I kind of, I popped to the loo, got some popcorn, that kind of thing, and just, it didn't really work for me.